So welcome back. Of course, today is crate opening day, the start of a new week, which is kind of nice. And we start off with our beautiful white shulker box here. And inside of that is going to be an unidentified artifact. I'm super excited. And oh man, we got a vault crystal. This one is definitely a crazy one. This is so many mob spawning. It's locked. We've killed 10 bosses. Destructive does so much damage, and raging mobs deal 100% extra damage. Ouch. And it cannot be modified. This is a doable one, just depending on how easy it would be to kill the boss at the end. But man, ouch, that looks painful. And of course we got this. Let's open up our relic. Let's hope that it is not a duplicate. No duplicate, please. It's a duplicate. No. Oh, duplicates are awful. They should not be duplicates when you get artifacts. Oh, well, there's only one thing we can do with this. Only one thing. And that is set it on fire. There's only one thing we can do with it. Yep. Let's toss it into the fire. You probably thought I was actually going to burn this thing, didn't you? You thought I was literally going to waste it. No, it actually turns into an artifact fragment when you do that. So if you didn't know, artifact fragments is how you technically would re-roll a new one. And we're kind of close. We have 2. So all we need is one more artifact fragment, and then we can make a new one. So we have had 3 duplicate artifacts. That's ouch. But hey, at least if we get another duplicate, we have the ability to re-roll, or the chance of it also rolling another duplicate. Yeah, that's a thing that can happen. But yeah, so far we still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We have 11 of them. We need 25. And of course, that's going to take a little bit of time. But I'm not super concerned about those. I want to today pop in and I want to run some more vaults today, and also get some interesting ore processing set up. I think the first thing I want to work on for sure is setting up an area inside the walls over here. I think we can do it in the walls over here, and maybe have like a way to duplicate ores. Yeah, I think using Mekanism, we should be able to achieve that, and even have it nice and concealed, similar to how we have it concealed here, which is very, very nice. By the way, I figured out a way to charge up my mining gadget incredibly fast. Yeah, just use the charge pad. It works really, really well, and it charges the mining gadget up incredibly fast off of this main power. It is so quick. Hey guys, real talk here. Just wanted to mention, yeah, there we go, closer. Yeah, I wanted to mention that if you guys are a supporter of any tier that is on Patreon, if you are any tier on Patreon, if you are any tier over on the Discord with Discord Premium, or the same over on Twitch, you're a Twitch supporter over there as well, you guys all get access to the world downloads. They are on the Discord. So all you got to do is make sure you have your stuff linked up to your Discord, and everything should be pretty straightforward and smooth sailing. And you get access to today's world download, plus all of my prior world downloads. They're all listed there. There's a lot there. So be sure to check that out. And of course, guys, let's get on with today's video. So let's talk about Mekanism and or duplication, I guess you would say, quadrupling, quintupling, because it can go all the way up to 5 times ore processing, which is kind of crazy. And the setup for the 5 times is insanely potent. Like it is a big setup. But let's take a look at this real quick. So if we take a look at just some ore and we go ahead and break this down, and we look at the machines right here, this is the 5 times starting. You have the chemical dissolution chamber. And what this does is you provide it with sulfuric acid, which is a whole setup in itself to get sulfuric acid, where you need water vapor, and you need like you would need just a few machines for this setup in general to be able to run. Of course, you can use this for other stuff. Sulfuric acid is used for other things late game Mekanism. But this is how you would do this. You would run it all through a basically a liquid separator, and this would do 5 times. It would take it down into a slurry. The slurry would then get used in a chemical washer to turn into clean iron slurry, that would then be turned into an iron crystal. And then this right here is technically where the 4 times would start. But if you were continuing with 5 times, you put an iron crystal, and then each one of these, it takes 200 millibuckets of what you get. Basically, you're turning your 1 ore into 1 millibuckets, thus breaking it down into 5, and you get iron crystals with that, and then you just break it down through the process. But if you were to use this machine, if we go back, you can see right here, here's the chemical injection chamber. This is how you would do 4 times. So you would start at this process, so avoiding all the massive amount of machines that you need for the other section, and you would start here. This is okay to do. It does require salt though, which is another thing, and you need that the chloride right here, which you get from brine and all kinds of other stuff, which we have technically the setup for. We just don't have a great supply of salt at the moment. But anyways, that's 4 times processing. And then we get to my favorite, which is 3 times ore processing. And that is done via the purification chamber. And this is actually one of the simplest ways to do this. Honestly, I love this because of how clean it is, and 3 times is going to be more than enough for right now for me. And then later on, we might upgrade just depending on how things go. But for right now, this is going to be one of the fastest and most energy efficient for what I have going on. It's going to require some oxygen. So we are going to need an electrolytic separator. That's very straightforward. Then we're going to need the purification chamber. We're going to need to send the oxygen that we get from the electrolytic separator, separating water, into this. I'm trying my best to explain this. And that will give us 3 iron chunks. The iron chunks then go into a crusher. The crusher turns them into dirty iron chunks. Of course, we need to enrich this. So the dirty gets enriched and turned into regular iron dust, and then we just get this smelted and turn it straight into its ingot form. Whew, I hope I got through all that. That's pretty straightforward. I hope you understood. Now I got to build this thing, and it's actually not that crazy because you can kind of put all the machines right next to each other. You just have to have an input and just feed the items into it, which is pretty straightforward. All right, let's build this. So here I go. I've got to get myself some pipes, and we should be ready to rock and roll. I think I'm just going to use regular mechanical pipes for the water. I might have to upgrade this. All depends to a higher tier. But if I set this to full, that's going to fill with water. Now, what I have is my electrolytic separator here, and then I should be able to send the contents that this creates into here. That's the idea. And then I need something piping into this, sending the ore into it. So it shouldn't be too difficult to do. But I also need to power at the same time. Good thing is I should be able to access the back and so on from there. I can hide this with something on the top, but then that's going to transfer the next one. And then the contents from this will get transferred here, and this just needs power, and then eventually we'll end up into here, and then the contents can be pulled out via the side or what have you and go back into storage. So that's the idea. This just needs water. Luckily, all the sides are super configurable compared to how they used to be. So I can say, all right, gases and fluids and so on, I can actually have these all changed. Now, the reason this isn't working just yet is because it doesn't have power in it. But this should be easy. I do have these upgraded to factories. That's why they look like this with a little green dot on the top. Everything should work. I'm going to go ahead and set this up and show you what the configuration should look like. So let's test this bad boy out and see if it actually works. So right here, this is powered from the back. I have it nice and powered back here. And luckily we don't have to really tap into anything except for the side that's right here. I'm going to end up having a cable hooked to the side feeding in from our storage network, the ores. And then to catch the output, I'm going to basically hook into here, and that's going to hook into the same network. So this is going to be collecting the items with an importer. So let's go ahead and put in an ore, and watch this work. So this is going to be nice and slow at first. And definitely the electrolytic separator on its own right now is not going to be able to keep up. But take a look at these settings, because as you can see, it is doing 3 times ore processing. This right here, you need to make sure you're dumping excess on the hydrogen side because we are feeding oxygen. And the way I have this set up is I have it set up under gases. You have to go under gases, and I have this light cyan color, which is outputting to the top, and this is not going anywhere. And then this is accepting gases on any side, which is the default. And items are routing this way, then going to the next, making sure auto export is on. And same for this one, and same for this one, except this is going to be sending the items outputting down. And then this is receiving the items, as you can see right here, and smelting them up. And we just got 3 ingots out of 1. This is the triple ore processing, which is better than anything else we have at the moment. And it's just so simple to set up compared to all the others. Like if you go to the other step, you're going to need way more machines. And I just don't know if it's 100% worth it at my my current stage in this pack. So anyways, 3 times ore processing. Let's get this upgraded because this is going to cost a bit of power to maintain this. And we also need upgrade cards. So let's take a look at the upgrade cards, because that's where things get a little bit expensive, is within this mechanism. The main thing that we are going to need to make this work properly is, it can be looked over, is the gas upgrade. The gas upgrade, we need to make sure to max this out, is going to be 8. And this is gas upgrade usage. So increases the efficiency of gas using machinery, which is this machine right here. And we can shift click all of them in. And now this thing is going to be way, way, way better as far as using up the gas every time it does an operation. Making this not have to run as fast, because this thing is incredibly expensive as far as RF cost goes. Yeah, when upgraded, it is incredibly expensive. So the better, but more efficient you can be with gas usage, the better. So that's it. That's 3 times ore processing. I now just got to get it hooked up to refined storage. So before I jump into a vault today, I do want to do something special. I want to take all of the ore that I currently have built up in here, and I want to open it. There's 800 biniatite ore. 800. Almost 800 Larimar. I want to open all of my gems up and just see where we're at. And see, are we close enough to already making another Omega Pog? Because I'm pretty sure the only limiting factor is going to be our, let's see, the one opal. So I believe it's just black opal that will be our limiting factor. But we do have 48 black opals, so maybe not. It all depends. Now, some of you guys have suggested, Chosen, why don't you make some way that you can input this ore and then have it placed for you? And I think that is a fantastic idea. And I wonder how I would go about doing that. And I was thinking I could use refined storage to do it in an interesting way. But I wonder if that is the most efficient, because I'd have to go through and each one assign. Or I could just go ahead and use something like, I mean, I could even use modular machinery, or modular routers, I mean. So since I don't use it very often, would something like this work? Where I just break this? But maybe we have multiples of these, because these factory placers are really easy to make. And I could just create a few of them and then set up a chest for round robin and then just place them. That would work really well, I think. So here we go. This actually should work quite well. I have the factory placers placed in a 9 like this. And then right here is the barrel. And now what I should be able to do is hook up the pretty pipes. So let's see, let's go ahead and grab our wrench, because I know I'm gonna have to connect this to the first side here. And this will be the input. Now this needs to be disconnected from there, because I only want them to be connected to the back side here. Just like this. And so this should allow for round robin to happen, which makes, if you don't know what round robin does, it should be able to evenly distribute all of them. All the items that end up going, so that should be pretty nice. So we'll do a high extraction module, then we'll do a speed module, and then we'll make sure that it is round robin, all of that going in there, and anything that goes in here should be evenly sorted. So, for example, if I place dirt in here, I should get pulled out. And I think the reason it's not doing that is because it's based on a stack and not items. And I wonder if maybe if I used a high extraction, pulls items from adjacent inventory filters, maybe we should lower the size? What if we just do normal speed with the round robin? Pull it out of here. Otherwise, I'll have to use some other method. Gonna break that. Let's see how this works. Just gonna round robin and all go into the same pipe. Let's do an extraction. Low tier. Try that. Otherwise, I could just use Mekanism pipes. So that is working on the lower tier, but it's still too slow. So I think I've found a solution. I'm going to actually use a logistical sorter. I think this is actually going to be one of the best ways of utilizing this. I'm going to connect this to each one of these. And this should allow me to round robin. So by default, I have these filters on here. I'm going to go ahead and delete them because that was me messing around with this the other day. And this actually has upgrades on it and all kinds of stuff that you can use. But for right now, actually, what is this? This is just a reduce noise. Yeah, so this does produce noise. It's not a big deal. But I want this to cycle right here, cycle between all connected inventories when sending items. So hopefully that means round robin, which it should. And we should be good to go with no filter. So by putting 3 items in here, is that going to work? Let's see, with no filter, this should work without filters. There we go. And as you can see, that is doing exactly what I wanted to do. Oh, that's perfect. Yes, that is filling each one. There we go. And so all I gotta do is now mine these. And we're ready to go. Look at that. How awesome. So now I get to fill this with ore. So first things first, let's fill this bad boy with biniatite. And that should work. That is actually working really well. And if I let this sit, then we have, it should make it even faster. I know it's not the fastest in the world, but honestly, it's probably gonna be better than just waiting here over and over again to place this stuff down. I could place massive, like, towers, I guess. No, I don't know what is better, like, going this route or not. Oh, this route just is so loud. I mean, this is definitely way quicker. I'm gonna have to, I think I'm gonna end up using modular routers, and I need to set up some sort of modular router system that allows me, I guess I could use the same thing I use for the doors, except use the real version and have it place out. That is something I could do. We'll have to work on that some other day for sure. This is just so much fun. Maybe this is just the way to do it because of how much fun it actually is to break them like this. I mean, this is so much fun. And the sheer amount of stuff that I end up getting from this. We have so many gems. It's insane. Time for the fun part. Time to break all of this ore and hope for the best. This right here, definitely worth it. Break all that. Scallium. Oh man, this is really satisfying. And you know what? It's so nice. Like, at this point, we now have enough ore that I can kind of feel free, like, building machinery and stuff and not really have to worry about too much. Because all it takes is one run to end up with that amount of ore. Alright, here's for the lucky bit. How many did we get? 13 out of 5. That's actually a really lucky. And, yeah. That's it for the ore. Wow. And, I think we should definitely run a vault. So before I jump into the vault, let's talk about a few things that I've been working on. I have these catalyst decryption tables. I've made a few more of them, as you can see. Almost all completely filled. Now I went through and I was like looking at all these different modifiers I could potentially put on this catalyst, but I was thinking, I've kind of ran out of a few things. I've ran out of catalyst fragments. I have literally no more. So what catalysts I have in here are the catalysts that I currently have. I think, yeah, that's literally it. So the only way to gain catalysts is by running random vaults. And well, you guys should know the drill at this point, at this moment, that, well, I got to put a soul flame on here after I charge up. Let's charge up real quick. I want to grab, let's see, soul flame, which shouldn't be too bad for me to continue to make. I don't know why I have one marked over here. So yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and make this, get this all ready to go, and we're gonna just jump into another random vault, and I hope we get some lucky modifiers. You know, I could always get horrible modifiers, but you always hope for the luck. And what would really be nice is one that grants us, you know, quite a few fragments. That'd be really nice, catalyst fragments in one run. But I think I'm pretty much ready to go. I think I'm super ready. Let's go ahead, just drop off some of my tools. And yeah, we're golden. Just got to get all of these out of my inventory, and let's do this. All right, first vault of the day. Let's hope this is good. I'm hoping for some lucky modifiers. That's all I can ever ask for. Difficult, journey, plentiful, and strong. So this is a plentiful vault. Ooh, you know what would be nice? If we actually found ourselves, I don't know, let's just say a mine room in this. You know how nice that would be to get our hands on a mine room with some, even with plentiful, even if it didn't have plentiful. Oh, I'm just so ready to be able to use this Terra Shatterer. Now this vault, actually, to complete it, it's doable. We might actually complete this Scavenger vault as well. It requires Wizard's Wands, which we find in chests, bags, which we find from these. And then we also have green bangles. Now the bonus of finding these is once we've completed this bangles, or whatever they're called, are they called bangles? Yeah, we need to turn them in because that way we can start gaining the other ones. And it looks like spiders are on our to kill list, and zombies, of course, as always. And look what we have here. Yes. This will also be pretty nice for killing the mobs. Like, not only am I going to be completing this and getting loot from here. Oh my goodness, this is always so good finding these. I feel like the yellow ones also have just more loot in them in general. All right, now it's time for the fun. This is insane. There's so much going on. Oh, but I love every minute of this. I love these rooms. These are by far one of my favorites. So ready when I can summon my Eternals again. Things are getting hairy. All right, I'm going for the spiders. Hopefully I can end up getting more of the spider webbing, if there's any spiders laying around. Oop, those are not spiders. Oop, there's a spider. Yep, we got another webbing. This is actually kind of nice, specifically for this. We have a nice large area. There's another spider. And I got it. I can actually leave. So many goodies. These are so fun to run. So when I said I wanted catalyst fragments, I think that was one of the best ways of getting catalyst fragments. was via rooms like that where you break a ton of regular chests. Ooh, I can actually turn some stuff in. We can kind of see where we're at. Yeah, all we gotta do is kill some skellies, or no, kill some zombies, and we're good to go. All I need is one more vial, and we're ready to go ahead and complete this. And just like that, I have the last vial, and let's see what this gives us. There we go, scavenger hunt complete. That was actually a really good scavenger vault. Like, everything was really nice. I was perfect. It was definitely easily completable. Very, very nice. Now to see. Oops. Did it ended up breaking through here? No. Oh, and it broke off 3 signs, and now I've got to see what these signs are. But let's go ahead and check this. I guess it ended up continuing to break as we went through. All right. Let's check and see. Ooh, 4 unidentified relics. This is gonna be nice. Give me something good. They all look like ones I already have. Oh man. They're definitely all ones I already have. But hey, I would say that was actually pretty decent. Look at that. We got some catalysts there. Got some burgers, which are really, really good. And choice flask, which gives us rampage removal. I've already removed it. But anyways, that was such a fun vault. I hope you enjoyed today's video. It was definitely fun to make, and being that we are on episode 80, which sounds insane for me to say, we are on episode 80, which means be sure to get your world download. I know I mentioned at the beginning of the video, but if you are a supporter of any tier, you get access to the world downloads over on the Discord. And when I say any tier, that means if you're any tier on Patreon, if you're any tier on Discord Premium, or if you're any tier over on Twitch, you get access to it. So be sure to check that out. And of course, guys, thank you so much for watching. Click that subscribe button if you haven't already. And of course, I want to thank the sponsor of today's video. And that huge thanks is going to go to Chelsea 2021. Thank you so much for your amazing support, by the way, over on the Discord, becoming a Discord premium member, but just not any premium member, a diamond tier member. Thank you so much for all your support. And guys, of course, be sure to click that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed, and comment something beautiful down below. I will see you guys in the next episode. And as always, thanks for watching.